Welcome to the Outdoor Emergency Transportation course. This video is the training course that is required for patrollers at Pine Hill. This course will go over many required skills, such as understanding the different controls of the snowmobiles and toboggans, safety regulations, and much more. After completing this video, you will take an exam in order to officially qualify yourself as being trained in OET. Please note that during this course, snowmobiles may be referred to as sleds, but are not to be confused with toboggans. As a ski patroller, you may be asked to operate a snowmobile. This short guide is intended to help you master the ins and outs of operation. Information about controls and routes is posted in the hashtag #SkiPatrol-info channel. Head over to the patrol headquarters and enter the garage. Go over to the panel under the stairs. There should be two spawner options. One is for snowmobiles and one is for toboggans. Click the spawn button on the snowmobile panel. Do not touch the delete buttons unless given permission. There should be only 3 snowmobiles spawned in at a time. If there are more than 3, contact a supervisor. To start the snowmobile, press Y on your keyboard. Before pulling out of the garage, turn on the hazard light by pressing U on the keyboard. The hazard light must be on at all times. If it is dark outside or there is poor visibility, turn the headlights on using L. They should not be on if it is easy to see. If you need to get a skier's or pedestrian's attention, use H to honk. If an unapproved skier sits in the rear seat, use K to kick them off. Pull out of the garage and use the cat track to your left. You should only use cat tracks or designated snowmobile paths. For reference, the approved driving areas are in Ski Patrol info. Snowmobiles are only permitted off designated trails in the following situations. You need to get a patient where they are on a slope. Supervisor permission. The slope is rated as an intermediate or higher. You may not allow anyone to have rides on the snowmobile or toboggan. The only exception to this is other staff or you're transporting an injured patient. It is important to note that you must use common sense while driving. You must go at a reasonable speed and stay on a safe path so that you do not risk hitting someone or going off the trail and hitting trees. Here are some tips. First, if you begin to lose control, such as slipping down a steep slope, you should turn off the snowmobile since it will quickly stop. If you get stuck, attempt to get unstuck by driving out. Second, do not drive down steep slopes. This is both against the rules as stated above, but will also result in you getting to a very high speed and likely losing control. Third, park the snowmobile out of the way unless it is an emergency. It will reduce the chance of a skier trying to mess with the snowmobile and from being in another's way. Head over to the patrol headquarters and enter the garage. Go over to the panel under the stairs. There should be 2 spawners. Again, one is for snowmobiles and one is for toboggans. Click the spawn button on the toboggans panel. Do not touch the delete buttons unless given permission. The limit to spawn toboggans in a server is 5. If there is more than 5, report it to a supervisor. Start by unfolding the toboggan. Back a snowmobile to the handle side of the toboggan. A translucent green sphere should appear near the end of the snowmobile. Press R to anchor the toboggan to the snowmobile. Start by unfolding the toboggan. With skis on, go near the handles. A menu should pop up with the words, "Pick up toboggan." When the menu appears, press Q to pick up the toboggan. To re-clarify, toboggans and snowmobiles must stay outside. They need to be out of walkways or skiways unless there is an emergency. There are no exceptions to this. Snowmobiles should have their warning light and engine off when not in use. Toboggans should be folded when not in use. Toboggans and snowmobiles are not allowed to be used outside of operations for any reason. Anyone operating a toboggan or snowmobile without permission should be reported to a supervisor. You may not give rides to non-staff both on the toboggan and the snowmobile for non-medical reasons. There may only be 3 snowmobiles and 5 toboggans in a server. If there is more, it must be reported to a supervisor. It is recommended to operate a snowmobile and a toboggan before an operation so you have an idea on how everything works. You may go into a public server or a private server if you can and practice with the toboggan and snowmobile while following the rules. If you use a public server, you must have special permission from a ski patrol supervisor before doing this. Once you feel confident, you may return to the ski patrol headquarters and press the delete button in order to delete the snowmobile and toboggan that you spawned. You have successfully completed the outdoor emergency transportation training. You will need to take an exam in order to become qualified. In order to take this exam, you will receive a Google form from your supervisor.